So I'm joined in this battle, in this war, it's a sort of existential fight, with people like Roger Stone, and Laura Loomer and Alex Jones. And at the expense of easy fame and wealth, we believe that the truth is important and it's worth fighting for. It's more important than having the right friends and being invited to the right cocktail parties. Nationalism and conservatism are not clubs to be joined for the sake of seeming virtuous or interesting. They're a set of principles you arrive at after rigorous analysis. You apply logic and reason to the facts of the world, and you inevitably come up with a libertarian or a conservative position. Now, given the assassination attempt on Frank Magnitz, I am probably risking my life just being here, which makes me a little sad. Not only at risk here today from Antifa, but also from Germany's new Muslim population. They don't care too much about politics, but if they were to find out I was gay and Jewish, I really would be toast. I'm going to talk to you today about how the enemy functions and how to beat them. I'm currently in the middle of a bus tour, by the way. Anyone heard of Sargon of Akkad here? The YouTuber? Carl Benjamin, he's standing for European elections. It's unfortunate that the Brits are having European elections at all. I thought we'd rid ourselves of you. Leftists have gone totally fucking bananas. They are so far off to the left. They have gone so far off to the left that the new centre normal is socialism. She speaks 6 languages fluently. Angela Merkel only speaks 3, but she can say Allahu Akbar in all of them. And with that internet culture, destroy your ability to thumb your nose at the establishment, your ability to be mischievous. Now, I know that typically it's the Brits who are rascals, the Germans who prefer to fall in line. They see virtue in conformity. But these are not ordinary times, and some degree of rebellion is going to be necessary from you guys. When they're not lying about you in the pages of Der Spiegel, they're blowing up your MP's offices and then celebrating it on Twitter, secure in the knowledge that nothing bad will ever happen to them. That's the definition of corruption. When you understand that Antifa is simply the military wing of the media, the sort of armed guard of Axel Springer. The United States, where I live now, has arguably the dumbest journalists in the world, but yours are straight up malevolent. Who needs the grubby, unwashed working people commenting on our pristine 1,200-word columns? Some of these people don't even have university degrees. This is the war that you're fighting. It's not a racial war, it's not a gender war, none of that stuff really matters. It is a class war. Prestige economy is why I couldn't speak at Parliament today. It wasn't any party's fault. It was because some elites see me as a sort of disease that has to be expelled before it infects the rest of the body. Well, guess what? Too late. I'm AIDS. You've got it, and you're not getting rid of it. If you can tell people what they can say, you're a step closer to telling them what and how they can think. And that's their objective. Like the gender pay gap, which is a hoax. Campus rape culture, another hoax. The female orgasm. So I understand, also a hoax. Now, I know ingenuity and imagination are lurking in your brain somewhere, or you wouldn't be such brilliant engineers, but I'm here to warn you against the sort of mindless consensus that has got your country into trouble in the past, because you are headed there again. Yes. All those fires at asylum centres, they were set by far-right people. Come off it. The people saying it know it's not true. The people who are hearing it know it's not true. And the people who did it definitely know it's not true. Yeah. And the problem is getting worse, not better. We know this from Pakistani and Bangladeshi communities in Britain. What I've learned in my travels is that there's a little hurdle you have to overcome, courage, after which things are not as difficult as they may seem. But all that's required to shatter this crystal citadel, all that is required to beat the bullies, is simply to say 2 words. Das reicht.
Yeah.
For all the intimidation and bullying and threats, nothing bad happens if you turn around to a crazy feminist and just say, no. They just go find someone else to bother. But what happens when you stop tempering yourself, when you stop softening your language, when you stop sort of going 90% but not the whole way, when you stop listening to them and you just say what you really mean, you get elected.
Yeah.
Voters are not looking for reasonable solutions, they're looking for courage. It's a very feminized culture in Germany, and it's not entirely pleasant. This city in particular is one of the ugly consequences of it. No bomb. No atom bomb causes the kind of permanent disfigurement. Donald Trump and Brexit and Nigel Farage, AFD, these parties are carried to victory because people love and cherish and want to protect things, not because people hate and want to damage things. You cannot rescue another ship in danger in a storm if you have punched holes in your own hull. You think I'm exaggerating about how the left behaves, and you're still worried about the names that they call you, and to love the lovely. And what they're doing to you is just cause for outrage. Now, when you call a black person the N-word, the only person who looks bad is the person who says it, not the black guy. And you're right to be outraged about it, and you're right to be angry about it, and you're right to react accordingly. It is reprehensible, and it is what your media does to you every single day. Listen when people tell stories about female doctors getting spat at by people who refuse to be seen by a woman. One of the things Germans get angry about, I've noticed, is double standards and unfairness. They don't often do anything about it, but they do at least notice it. AFD is one of those consequences, and I'm very grateful to them for bringing me here. I'm going to hop outside before I melt, so I will return and meet as many of you as I can. But you should support and celebrate them, as I know you already do. Thank God for them, and thank you very much for listening.